In this session 5 meditation training, we start to move through the processes getting to meditation a lot quicker. Releasing tension, we'll quickly scan the body. Releasing emotion, we'll check in, see what emotion's there and process them. Right breathing, we'll bring our attention to our breath. And then we'll move to our mantra quite efficiently. So let's begin. I invite you to find yourself a comfortable position, ideally seated, and if you haven't already, close your eyes. So we bring our attention to the muscles around our eyes. Release, relax, let go of any tension or any tightness that we may have in the muscles around our eyes. Just see it, imagine it, visualize it, whatever works for you. A sense of relaxation. And allow that sense of relaxation to flow down through into the face, up through the scalp, and just allow it to move down efficiently throughout the body, releasing, relaxing, letting go as it moves down through. All the way down through into the toes, pushing any sense of tension or anxiousness out through the body, out through the toes and into whatever is connecting you to the earth. Beginning that process of letting go. Taking a moment to become aware of the space that you just created. As we now bring our attention to our inner world and we check in to our emotions, what might be sitting below the surface. So we ask ourselves, what am I feeling? And without the story, just labeling the raw emotion. And then we welcome it in and we feel it. Just allow it in. Whatever it might be for you. And then it softens. The emotion, energy emotion, moves through. And so we check in once again. What am I feeling now? Without the story, just the raw emotion. We label it, welcome it in, and feel it. And by giving our attention to it, it softens and moves through. Often these emotions are triggered throughout the day and they sit below the surface and pull on our attention. Start influencing our thoughts and our behaviors. So by taking the time, each time you meditate, to just release the emotion, and you can take effective action. It doesn't mean to say that you don't have the awareness of the action that you need to take. It's just in this part of this process, you're processing the raw emotion. So one last time, what are you feeling now? Label it and welcome it in. Feel it. And it softens, it moves through. Holding your attention on the space that you've created. Pulling your attention away from any potential story that you could go into. As now we shift our attention to our breath, ideally breathing in through the nose, through the nostrils, but not essentially. Catching the next inhalation, breathing down deep into the lower section of the lungs, middle section, and then upper section, and pausing for a moment before contracting from that lower section, middle section, and upper section, and pausing once again before catching the next inhalation all the way down deep. The tummy will expand, the ribs will expand, and the chest will expand. Pausing, and then contracting from that lower section, middle section, and then upper section. And pausing once again. Taking a moment to really work on that slow wave-like rhythmic breath. Just integrating that as part of your practice. So we set this here as a background foundation for the rest of our practice. And it'll deepen as we go into our practice. So holding your attention on your breath for now. Holding your attention on your breath. If your attention has wandered, just bring it back. Refocus. Recommit. If you find any tension starts arising in your body, just efficiently take your attention into the tight spot. Consciously ask it to release, moving a little if you need to. And then bring your attention back to your breath. So keeping that wave-like breath in the background. So now we shift our attention to our mantra. If you haven't already, just choose a word, a single word, or a few word phrase that you'll repeat over and over again in your head. We use this as an anchor to hold our attention. And as mentioned in the previous session, it can be often powerful to use something that you feel like you need in this moment. And once you choose, we ask that you don't change that. So take a moment to choose now and start integrating that, keeping 5% of your attention on your breath in the background, becoming aware of any tension that arises and releasing it. And then bringing the rest of your attention to your mantra and holding your attention still. We use this as an anchor to take back the control of our attention, to bring our attention outside the mind. Constant stream of thinking, feeling, memories, hopes and desires that keeps us encaged in a very conditioned reality. through this practice that we take back the control of our attention. We step outside the cage. We become the observer. We move into this higher dimension of being. Holding your attention on your mantra is the only thing that matters in this moment. And for the next 10 minutes or so, with the gentle determination, holding your attention on that mantra. As if it is the most important thing that you could be doing. Gentle determination, but almost as if your life depends upon it. Holding your attention on your mantra. If your attention wanders, just gently bring it back to your mantra. We're taking back the control of our power by taking back control of our attention. Before, where we were asleep, our attention consumed by the mind. Here we are awakening. Hold your attention on your mantra. Becoming aware of the space that's forming around you, whilst at the same time holding your attention on your mantra. Resisting the stories, resisting the urge to think, keeping focused. I find it can help also to visualize the words of your mantra and hold a visual representation of your attention on that. On that mantra. If your attention wanders into a thought stream, just gently bring it back, recommit. As you hold your attention still, feel that growing sense of internal power emerging from within. Holding your attention. The mind will always give up if we persist long enough. Sometimes we need to sit for 10 minutes, sometimes 20, sometimes 60. But always, eventually, the mind will let go. And we find ourselves dwelling in this spaciousness, the stillness. The repetitive thoughts have fallen away. We are then outside the mind. For now, hold your attention on your mantra. See if you can focus in even more intently on your mantra. As the mind tries to take your attention away, just be strong, hold your attention. You're building this internal muscle. As you hold your attention on that mantra, becoming aware of the spaciousness that's forming. As we become free of that mental noise that most people are living in 24/7. We see the space outside the noise. from this space that we draw insight, inspired thoughts, awareness. We connect to a greater sense of who we are, outside the conditioned reality, the conditioned sense of who we are. In effect, we become free. Holding your attention on your mantra. In a few moments, we'll move through the completion process. If you feel that you haven't got to the point of having control of your attention, then I encourage you to continue meditating beyond this track, holding your attention on your mantra with a quiet determination. Taking back control of your power. Dwelling in the spaciousness. For now, we tell ourselves that we're about to complete, stretching out into the fingers and toes, arms and legs, and stretching out as if like a cat in the sun, moving slowly so as not to spill the calm that we've created. If you feel to continue meditating, holding your attention on your mantra, then I encourage you to do so now. This is the practice, this is the most important thing I feel we can be doing, is to be free of that conditioned noise, is to be free of the mind. Namaste.